talking monitor. Hello and good evening. I don't know if you can hear me. Does this work? Does not work? Please let me know, because I realize I'm doing it in a different channel called Firefox, not Chrome. So I hope that you are able to join in. We have one like. We have a love. I don't know if any of you are here. I don't know if there are any of you, the rest of you. Hello to Marcia Toms also joining in. And we have Kaz Williams saying good evening. And in our background, we have the lovely Finn.
Hello.
Finn says hello to you all. Hello from Finn and hello from me. And cheers to you and cheers to me and cheers to me if we disagree. So we have Paulie and Angela and Kaz who says hello, Finn. Janice and Geraldine and Nicole who says hiya, Finn. Marcia Tom says hello, Finn. Susie Ashton says cheers, and Chili Kareen says hello to you all. Pennine County says evening, Matthew. Well, that's very, very northern of you. I don't know if Finn went to school in Lancashire, like myself, you see. So we're both from the same county in that regard. Anyway, Heidi says, hi, Finn.
Hi, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi, says him back. And we've got good evening from Fiona Wright. Is there a quiz tonight? Well, Finn may have to join in the quiz, so he could be a quiz master for the first time in his life. I may ask him to read the questions. That could be an alternative viewpoint. We'll see if that's something he's capable of. Let's see if he's available and willing in due course. So here we are. Anyway, so now there's quite a lot of you here. Rusty Biggins. I'm the biggest C-U-N-T. That's a little bit of an offensive name. I've told you, I think you should change your name because we can't really reference your name, given how offensive it is to many people, especially as in capital letters. I don't have a problem with such a word, but I think the YouTube authorities might. So I would suggest if you could please change your name, it would help the situation. Thank you to you. Honesty and Truth is asking for a quiz. We have Nikki Darville, who's also in capital letters. Nikki with 2 Ks. You're a capital letter person also, but at least your name isn't offensive like the other one. We have Cassie, and we have Lainey, and Fiona, and CJ, and we have SS Racing UK. SS Racing, are you involved in horse racing, or are you involved in motor racing, or are you involved in motorbike racing, or something else? We don't quite know. Harriet would like to help with the quiz, so Harriet may help with the quiz. Finn might ask the questions. So there we go. We may have a little bit of variation on this particular winter's night, when I've had to put up with all manner of hell from my ghastly neighbour. So at 5:30 this morning, my neighbour, I don't know who he is because he doesn't speak to me. He doesn't speak to any of our neighbours. Had a woman trying to kick his door in with her stiletto heels, and she was making an awful racket. And eventually, this little madam disappeared. I thought that was the end of that. Well, about half an hour later, ambulances arrived and police officers arrived and fire officers arrived, and supposedly this mad lunatic had tried to put his head in the oven. So he was utterly deranged. Anyway, eventually they all went away. And about an hour later, he came outside and he tipped a load of beer cans and wine bottles. He'd only been there for 12 hours, so God knows what him and his nasty little friends had been up to. But this is not why I came to live in a quiet little seaside place by the sea. I did not need such people living next to me. So, you never know what you're going to end up with living next to you. But anyway, this piece of toe rag is obviously sleeping it off, and God knows what he's doing. But anyway, I enjoy life. And meanwhile, I've had a lovely afternoon. I listened to some music with some friends. I had a lovely lunch with some friends. And now I have the wonderful Finn here, and we're doing our little program and our quiz. So, whatever life throws at you, turn it around. Always enjoy everything. Don't let the rubbish put you off. So always enjoy everything you do. I think that's a wonderful thing. Um, and I'm very sad today to talk about one key topic, and that is my friend Terry Venables. And Terry died today. And Eltel, he was one of the most delightful, kind, wonderful gentlemen. I used to have drinks with him. He loved me because I talked to him about his books. I didn't know anything about football. I'm not interested in football. I've never even watched an entire game of football apart from one time when my stupid friends at school forced me to go to a bar and watch it, and I hated it with a passion. I was totally bored out of my skull. I'm no interest in football. I'm sure many people love football, and that's a wonderful thing. I think we all have to love different things, and that is a great thing. But anyway, Eltel and he and I talked about his detective novels. He wrote a series of detective novels called Hazel. They were fantastic. I enjoyed them. I read them. And it was also made into an ITV television series. So Terry Venables and I would meet at Motkins Bar in Belgravia, and we would talk about his detective stories. We would talk about his life, things in general. We never ever talked about football because he knew I wasn't interested in football, and he didn't force it upon me. But he was obviously very talented in that area in life. That is where he made his success. But we had a different relationship, and I'm very sad to learn that Terry has died. Terry had been ill for a considerable period of time. He was a very kind hearted, decent gentleman, and I shall miss him. And, he lived mostly in Spain, Alicante, where he had a hotel, a small 10-bedroom hotel. And I I'm sad to say I haven't seen him since the coronavirus, and that is a terrible thing. And now I regret it because I'll never get to see him again, and I'm very, very sad by that. Rather like I'm very, very sad about my friend Russell Norman, who died age 57, also this weekend. And that is a terrible thing, also. And, it's so sad when people die and you don't get the final chance to say goodbye to them. So I think of El Tal, brilliant man. And I will remember him with all the pleasure of all the times we used to sit and talk about Hazel, his detective novel series. That was a wonderful thing. Well done to Terry Venables, and I celebrate his life, and I join all of those people who remember him with great pleasure. He was a good person, and he did good for the world. So thank you very much, Terry Venables, for being one of the best people of your generation. Thank you very much. So that's how I feel about that. Right, so the next topic I shall talk about is a very sad topic again. In San Francisco, the Duke of Edinburgh pub, which is somewhere I've never been, but friends of mine have written to me and told me to talk about it. It's in a place called Cupertino, is going to be closed down. And this is an authentic British pub that was built there. And now these greedy landlords are going to get rid of it. So we've talked about the wonkiest pubs being destroyed and the destruction of other pubs. But now it seems it's not only in Britain that we're destroying historic pubs, we're also going to America to destroy the wonderful this crazy pub, the Duke of Edinburgh. And the Duke of Edinburgh is meant to be so authentic. I have never been there. I, as you know, spent most of my life growing up with a few months a year in San Francisco, but I never went to this pub. But I think it is very sad that the tech giants want to wipe out this pub that was taken from Suffolk in England and deposited in San Francisco. Now, I used to go to another pub in California, to the north of San Francisco, in the Muir Woods, and it was called the Pelican Inn, and that was a pub that had been taken from Surrey and had been transplanted into the Muir Woods. So this is not the only English pub in the region, but I think this is very sad that California is not protecting these wonderful places that have been given to them by England. Some of these people who go to them prefer a gin and tonic, but the pub serves standbys like Guinness. It also has some hard-to-find beers like Old Speckled Hen and English Bitter Ale, the San Francisco Gate. The food menu is also largely as ever, with pub stalwarts, including fish and chips and bangers and mash, as well as some reasonably priced, richer dishes like prime rib. I don't think English people serve prime rib. This is not a San Francisco Gate. Do not quite understand the English language. And beef Wellington, helping to bring back people night after night. Anyway, redevelopment looms according to this, and unfortunately, the Duke of Wellington, which bears a picture of a duke who is not Prince Philip. And this was something that the landlord was upset by. They didn't like the fact that it was a previous Duke of a Duke of Edinburgh to the one who died more recently. So it's sad to say this place will be demolished as well. So history seems to be constantly erased. So anyway, the beloved English pub is going to be on the go. So anyway, moving on, we shall talk about English wine. So, Mansion Global, which is a very pretentious publication run by all sorts of very pretentious people, but I shan't say whom, has covered the matter of English wine markets exploding. So, English vineyards have grown 75% in the last 5 years. I find this very interesting. So, down here in Kent, it has gone completely wild, but this article is all about how it's dealt with across the entirety of the southeast of England. One has to remember that in Roman times there were plenty of vineyards in the southeast of England. In Victorian times, the Thames River used to freeze over. So we have what's called long-term climate change. Anyway, this article is all about various vineyards. So lots of American companies have been buying up half of the southeast of England, ranging from Kent to Essex. So this is the prime area where this is going on. East Sussex, these people I know, the Nye Timber people, they're a little bit controversial, but I won't go there on this occasion. The particular family and their connections with the SS, but I won't go there. So these premium sparkling wines are now hitting the £60 a bottle plus mark. This is English wine. This is a little bit bonkers in some ways, but it is becoming a new thing in this country. So in 2015, Champagne Tassinger purchased 171 acres of land in Kent to launch their premium English sparkling wine, which they call Domaine Everamont. At that time, standard farmland was worth £8,000 an acre. Land for a vineyard would have been worth £12,000 an acre. Well, now, in 2023, that land is worth £10,000 an acre as farmland. It's worth up to £20,000 an acre as a vineyard. So basically, if you are in the business of owning land in Kent, you're better off turning it over to vineyard, because you'll get £10,000 an acre more than if you just have it as a farm. And 10 years ago, you would have got 5,000. So you are actually very wise to go over to being a vineyard. So if you have the right kind of land, go for it. Let's establish British vineyards. Global warming may be criticized in this country as things from hell. But if you're a vineyard owner, you're going to make a lot of money. So bring it on. Go on. You want global warming. It's a very good thing for people like you. It's called long-term climate change. That is what I would call it. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I will say, if you have land, you can make a lot of money. Now, other people are saying for very prime vineyard land, 25 to 30,000 an acre was the norm. 35 to 40 isn't out of the question. The prices are going mad. This country is becoming a land of vineyards, just like the south of France, just like South Africa, just like the Napa Valley. We are going to be having more vineyards in this country. I think that is a very fascinating trend, and it's no bad thing. So, in the North and South Downs, in Kent and Surrey and East and West Sussex, there are, acres of over chalk. The chalk is very good for growing vines. So we should encourage our landowners to move over their land to what is useful. Let's create more wine. That is a good thing. So, even in Yorkshire, I know people in the what was it called? the place where they filmed Last of the Summer Wine.
Let's have fun doing
They
it.
had fun growing wine there. I can tell you there is no reason why Oxfordshire and Berkshire, according to this, and moving further west and into Wales, should not grow wine. And Finn agrees with me.
We should have fun doing it.
We should have fun growing vines. Let's make wine. Investments in vineyards and wineries in the UK totaled almost 480 million over the past years, according to Strutt and Parker's 2023 estimate. There are now over 900 vineyards in the UK, up 80% in the last 5 years, and almost triple the number 20 years ago. As new businesses proliferate, a nascent trend is beginning to emerge, with vineyards looking for ways to sell directly to consumers, maximizing their profits per bottle. Now, I do think that these English wines are a little bit expensive right now, but when we have more of them, the prices will come down, of course. But this is a good thing. This is a new industry for Britain, and I think that this is a positive trend. I hope you are all enjoying hearing about that. Will the vines grow on clay, asks Bernadette. I think vines can grow in all manners of different places. So there we go. Sparkling English wine is nice, says CJ. Well, it can be, yes. There are people who are very snobby about wine. Down here, we have a couple called Grim and Grimmer. They only drink wine that starts at £10 a bottle. I don't know whether they would approve. So we don't know about them. But they don't listen to this channel and they don't watch us. They don't like people like Finn and I. We're not very popular with Grim and Grimmer. Anyway, if they are tuning in, hello to you, Grim and Grimmer. Anyway, that's the next thing on that. So Keith Lloyd championed English wine in the 90s. Well, we love a bit of Keith Lloyd, as we all know on this channel. He's an absolutely wonderful person. Bernadette mentions Nye Timber. Yes, well, I know the Nye Timber people, and an interesting little family they are, but I won't go there. I do know the young lady and her much elderly husband, and the naughtiness that's gone on there. So we won't come to that on this particular occasion. Other people are mentioning a home brew and nothing wrong with cheap wine. Well, there is nothing wrong with cheap wine as long as it doesn't give you a headache. I only like wine that does not give me a headache. I think that is a perfectly logical set of sensibilities. I do not wish to drink wine that makes me feel ill the next morning. This is not a good idea. So cheap wine is all very well, but it's not about its price. It's about its quality. So drink quality wine and don't get a headache. That is my advice to you. So thank you very much for your kind suggestion, but no, I will not be drinking cheap wine ever. Thank you very much. Philip Schofield and his cheap plonk. Yes, Philip Schofield sells the most revolting wine, as one consumer said of it on a review on the Waitrose website, only fit for pouring down the plug hole. That is where Philip Schofield's trash belongs. Philip Schofield is an offensive, rude man who upset a member of my family, and I do not like Philip Schofield. So, no, him and his cheap plonk, pour it down the plug hole and tell him to bug off. He's a total waste of space. As for his gin, never. I don't drink Philip Schofield wine or gin. I don't drink anything that's produced by Philip Schofield. Pip is a piece of trash. Bye-bye, Schofield the plonker, says Angela. Well said, Angela. So here we are. His plonk has gone from Tesco shelves also. Ah, good to hear. So Philip Schofield has been chucked out of not only Waitrose, but also Tesco. Bye-bye, Philip Schofield. Oh dear. Toodle pip, pip, pip. Okay, bog off Schofield, says Nicky Darfel. Right, so the audience do not like Philip Schofield. Oh dear, poor old Pip. Bye-bye. Yes. Bog off Schofield, says another one. Oh dear. It seems that not many of you like Pip Pip. Anyway, Pip Pip to Pip Pip. Oh, Pip Schofield, put him on the baby Stockholm. Yes, I totally agree, Paulie. Lock him up. Anyway, no one was buying it anyway, says Wise Angel. It was disgusting. Yuck. Go to New Zealand, Pip. Well, that's where he used to live, so he could go back there, yes. Stinking Schofield, says Heidi. Oh, gosh. Vinegar, says Claudia. There can't be much room left on the baby Stockholm. I don't think there is. Philip Schofield takes up more than 5 rooms, to be honest, in a single existence. Anyway, we're moving along. Let's forget about Philip Schofield. He's had his moment. We don't need to talk about him anymore. The man needs to be sent to the baby Stockholm and send him to Siberia. Anyway, right, so New Zealand makes a great Sauvignon Blanc, says one of you. Okay, well, that's a matter of opinion. I would rather drink a good red, says another of you. There we are. William Tout would like to talk about something positive. Well, William Tout, I don't know who you are, but what do you want to talk about that's positive? If you wish to talk about something positive, please mention it. I've spoken about British vineyards and how they're expanding. I think that's a very positive topic, actually. So I don't know who you are, but I think that is a perfectly positive topic. And I don't think you have any right to tell me what to talk about on my particular channel. So thank you for your remarks, but I don't get told what to talk about. Thank you. So I will speak about another matter, which is something that you won't like. Tory Deputy Chairman 30p Lee. Now, 30p Lee Anderson, claimed he was offered a lot of money to defect to Nigel Farage's Reform Party. Richard Tice has denied this. Now, Richard Tice and I are not great friends. We've had several run-ins in the past, and his ghastly little lady friend, Isabel Oakeshott, and I don't get along. Now, Mr. Anderson has claimed he was offered all this money. Mr. Tice has said nobody offered him a penny. Now, I think 30p Lee could be bought for 30p, but I also think that Mr. Tice is not exactly enticing, and I don't think anyone would be enticed to go after him for any kind of money. So I think that this bunch of bag of bilge are all telling porcupines, and I don't think we should ever listen to these stupid, lying, wasteful people. Mr. 30p Lee is an absolute disgrace. Mr. Richard Tice is an utter disgrace, and Mr. Farage, as in garage, is also a disgrace. So I'm not very impressed by any of their nonsense. They're all talking a bag of bilge. So I think it would be best just to say, don't listen to any of these old creeps. That's probably the most wise piece of action I could say about that gathering of gore blimey, ghastly, gross people. So anyway, that's that. So anyway, we're on to the next topic, which I don't know what it will be. Let's see. Right. You are speaking of all of my... Oh, my goodness. You're not very popular. You seem to be very angry about lots of different people. Anyway, I don't know if I shall respond to that. I'm glad to hear that Princess P says, I had such respect for Terry Venables. The last time I supported England national team was when he was manager. Seemed like a very genuine guy. He had many a tale to tell. Well, thank you, Princess P. That is a kind thing to say. Garney Nichols, how sad, poor old Terry, I liked him. Daisy Dellen, what a lovely message you left about the brilliant El Tel. I always admired him, but so nice to hear that he was actually a really lovely bloke. R.I.P. Tell. Yes, well, we miss him very much. He was a wonderful manager, says June. Thoughts go out to his family and friends at this sad time. Very sad news. I once shared a karaoke stage with El Tel. He had a surprisingly good voice. Well, that's Charlie Visconti. I don't know. I never sang alongside him, so I don't know about that. But we did talk about books more than anything, him and I. And Blake Ladd says, thanks for sharing. I miss him. There we go. Anyway, thank you all for your nice messages about him, because he was actually a decent person. He coached Australia, I think, with much success, says Guy Watts. I don't know. I have no idea whether he coached Australia. I don't know anything about his career in football, because football is not my world. And meanwhile, trending on Twitter is Farage and Boris Johnson and disgraceful. Well, there's three horrible things that you wouldn't want to put together, but that's that. So we move along to our next topic, which will be, I don't know, we will see. At this stage, we have done half an hour, so we have people complaining. Right, you're a troll. I don't know who the troll is, but I understand when some of you get rather upset about people leaving comments. I don't know who is upset who, but I can't deal with all the craziness between all of you. He's gone. Oh, right. They banned the troll. Okay. So, right. Can I elaborate more on the Harry Webb post you put on Facebook earlier? I don't know which post you're referring to. Okay, so please tell me which post you wish me to talk about. I don't know. So let me know what you want me to talk about. I don't know. I've utterly no idea which one you're referencing. So we can't really talk about this until you tell me which one. Harry Webb. I don't know. You want me to talk about the Duchess of York? Well, the Duchess of York is a stupid woman who has a brain the size of P. She is a complete moron. She's worse than the village idiot. That's all I shall say. Have I met Frankie Dettori? Like maybe 50 times. Yes, I do know Frankie quite well. So, yes, I do know Frankie. That's the answer to that question. Ask your viewers to press the like button, and this will help your channel. It would be very nice if you pressed the like button. It would also be very nice if you sent bottles of gin to the magnet in Broadstairs. It would be very nice if you just turned up and said hello, There we go. I don't know why I'm being asked to say press the like button, but there we go. But gin is more preferable to like, to be honest. And I have enough mini cheddars to keep me going for all of eternity for the moment. So I don't need any more of those. So gin, more gin. Wonderful. Thank you. What do I think of Omid Scooby's book? Omid Scooby is an absolute reprehensible piece of shit. He is an absolute disgrace. He's made of plastic, and his book is an utter bunch of lies. He is attacking King Charles and Prince William, and shame on him. Omid Scooby is like scabies. He is diseased, and he's repugnant, and he's a piece of filth. He's a liar, and he's a piece of junk. That piece of rubbish should be thrown down the Bibby Stockholm, and that Bibby Stockholm should be sank with him on board. He is utterly reprehensible. He's a wrong'un. He's a piece of dirt. He's a piece of detritus. I think it's disgusting how Prince Harry and that awful Megane have used him as their little mouthpiece. And as my friend Alexis, a writer for the Daily Mail, has rightly said, where does he go around in his dirty old pajamas? He's a filthy piece of rubbish. He should not be going to the Dorchester in his pajamas. He's weird. He's a freak. He's a right freeloading pest. Absolutely disgusting is that Scooby. Scooby off, Scooby-Doo, or whatever you want to call him. Anyway, we don't like him. No. So you've got your answer from me. It's very, very clear. I do not like Omid Scooby. I think Omid Scooby is a piece of toe rag. That's all I have to say about him. Claudia says he's not an honourable person. Geraldine Jones, he is a disgrace. Bernadette says plastic face. Bernadette also asks, do I like vodka? I don't mind vodka, but I prefer gin. So there you go. That's the answer to that question. Harriet, Angela says another wrong'un on the chat. Wise Angel says Omid Scooby is slowly melting. Oh, okay. That's a fair point because his face does look a bit plastic. Dance Up says Scooby Dooby Doo. Well, heard he had a thing with the Soho House guy, says CJ. Expedalidocious. Hello, Matthew, and hello, everyone, including Finn. Yes. Expedalidocious says hello, Finn. Can you say hello back, Finn?
Hello, Expedalidocious.
Right. Bernadette says, I will send a very nice vodka. Well, thank you for that. But I prefer gin, but you are welcome to send a very nice vodka. That would be lovely. We don't mind a vodka on occasion. So I like a Bloody Mary occasionally, and generally I make that with vodka rather than gin. Enoch Powell asks, who is the interloper? Well, I assume you mean Finn. He's here. He's not an interloper. He's part of the family. So he's one for the family albums. So Enoch Powell, which is a very unfortunate name, given I don't think he was a particularly nice gentleman. Finn is part of the family here. So anyway, we wish you all the best, Enoch Powell, and What's your go-to make of gin? Asks Nicole. Well, the best gin in the world to me is number 3. As you all know, number 3 gin, made by Berry Brothers and Rudd, and a fantastic gin. And I also love Martin Miller's Westbourne Strength, but it has to be the Westbourne Strength. So they're my 2 go-to choice gins. There we are. Heidi likes me back in this chair. Well, I know many of you hate this chair, so this is a winter chair. Normally, I would be in my other chair up in the sitting room area, but we've decided to do the program from here today. So, who are we talking about next today? Well, I think we have been through a variety of topics, and I think it is time perhaps now that we move on to a little quiz. So, Finn is going to help with a quiz.
Page.
Just choose a random page, but you have to choose the thing that says potluck. So Finn is going to choose a page. Doesn't matter. It's as long as it's not got a cross on it. No, but it has to be the page that says potluck. No, so you have to choose the right-hand side of the page. No, just choose a page.
Yeah.
But you have to read from the right-hand side, not the left.
Okay.
Does it say potluck? Right, so Finn is going to read out some questions, and I hope you can hear him. Right, question number 1, Finn, please.
Okay. Which other actor did David...
No, you've got to speak louder.
Which other actor did David Arquette marry in 1999?
Could you hear the question, audience? No, you can't be heard. You're not loud enough, so I'm going to have to do it myself.
It says, which other actor...
No, you can't be heard. I'll have to read it. I'm sorry, he can't be heard. He tried, but it's got to be heard from the microphone. So, right. No, you started off with question number 2. Right. So, right. Finn has tried to be helpful, and he has done brilliantly, but unfortunately it can't be heard because of the angle of the microphone. So, right, we begin with our first question. Question number 1. Closing in 2015, Kellingly was the last operational what in the UK? Kellingly. I've never heard of this.
Strange question.
It wasn't a Concorde. Nicola Moffat is the winner with Coal Mine. Nicola Moffat gets the point. Nicola Moffat. Now, this was the question that Finn attempted to ask you, but unfortunately, some of you could not hear it. Which other actor did David Arquette marry in 1999? Some of you don't seem to like this Enoch. Right, well, this Enoch, I don't like you either. You're going to be told you are the weakest link. Bye-bye. You've been banned. Off you go. Enoch Powell is banned from this channel. No doubt you will come back with another fake name because you are the weakest link and you're a fucking pest and you're a total nuisance. Shame on you. Anyway, had enough of you. He keeps coming back, yes. I'm sure it's something to do with Bernard Eccleston. So why don't you just bog off? Because Bernie has got other things to be worrying about right now. So clear off. stop being a nuisance, and go away. Right, so question number 3. Ardent, a film production company, was founded in 1993 by who? Ardent. Rather a successful firm. The winner with Prince Edward is Banky Wood. Banky Wood is correct. He was very successful with his Ardent film company. So, question number 4. Meniere's disease affects which part of the body? Anna Perkins gets the point with ears. Well done to Anna Perkins. Right, question 4. Which pair of bean-shaped organs purify blood in the human body? Hmm. I think there may be a problem with this quiz book. I think the answer is incorrect. Question number 4. Meniere's disease affects which part of the body? According to this book, it is the ears. You all say kidneys. I think. Oh, well, some of you say brains. Some of you. It's not Cilla Black. The first person amongst you to say ears is Anna Perkins. So, according to this book, you are correct, Anna Perkins. Anna Perkins gets the point. Up to 2/3 of the total weight of a shark's brain is dedicated to which sense? You weren't meant to answer the question. I'm afraid we have had an intervention in the background by Naughty Finn. But the first person to answer was Lauren Smell. Lauren answered, but Finn is not to answer questions in the background. He was meant to be the quiz master, but he couldn't speak loudly enough. So he's of absolutely no use to this quiz. And now he's trying to ruin your ability to answer because he's too quick to answer. He's quicker than all of you. So we really need to keep him quiet, don't we? Finn, put a sock in it.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, the next question. Which liqueur is added to Drambuie to make a rusty nail cocktail? Ghastly drink that I would never ever drink. Naughty corner for Finn, says Chili. The winner is yet again Anna Perkins with a whiskey. Anna Perkins, you are the fastest finger forward. You are not the weakest link. You are clearly the strongest link. You either have this quiz book and you know which page you're on and you're very clever, or you're just an absolute genius. There we go. So you're doing very well. Right. Question number 7. Which piece of transport infrastructure was first proposed in 1802 but did not open until 1994? It wasn't a train, it wasn't a rail, it wasn't a railway, it wasn't the underground, it wasn't the M1. Marcia Toms wins with Channel Tunnel. Well done to Marcia Toms. You are the winner chicken dinner, And unfortunately, there is a station somewhere here in the Kentish region called Ashford International, but it doesn't even have the train going anymore because since lockdown it has been closed. Talk about an uninternational location, that's exactly it. Ashford Uninternational is what that place should be called. Right, so question number 8. What nickname was defender Cesar Azpilicueta, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, given by Chelsea fans as they found his real name too hard to pronounce? So you see, like me, they couldn't pronounce it. So what did they call him? They didn't call him Cilla Black. Daniel Wildgoose wins the point. Well done to Daniel Wildgoose, who gave his name. His name, they nicknamed him Dave. It wasn't the Bank of Dave, it was just plain old Dave. I hope you all watched the film The Bank of Dave because I really enjoyed that film. It's a lovely film and absolutely fantastic to watch. Question number 9. The quokka is indigenous to which country? I knew the answer to this, but I had to check. The winner is Claudia with Australia. Well done to Claudia. And your halfway house, question number 10. In 1959, Robert Tim and John Cook set a record for longest continuous plane flight. To the nearest day, how long was it? How many days? It wasn't 3 kittens or 52, it wasn't 8, it wasn't 90, it wasn't 3, it wasn't 64. Though 64 is close. It wasn't Anthea Turner, it wasn't 80, it wasn't 16, it wasn't 5. I've already told you the nearest is 64 that you've got to. Lauren wins the point. Lauren gets the point with 65. Well done to Lauren. Lauren is the winner chicken dinner. Right. Question number 11. In what language was Magna Carta written? Another easy question. My book is not on the microphone, Harriet. It is nowhere near the microphone. So I'm terribly sorry to tell you, it is nowhere near the microphone. So, Harriet, I think you're getting a bit confused about that. The book is nowhere near the microphone. The book is sitting next to me. So, you're very mumbled. Well, I cannot change the noise. Sorry. If you can't hear me, you can't hear me. I'm speaking loudly. Well, I don't know what's happened to the noise, but you can't hear me, you can't hear me. Expialidocious can hear me nice and clear. I don't know. No, the book is nowhere near the microphone and never was. So I don't know. Sometimes I think you get a bit carried away with all this thing about sound. I don't know. I have no idea how this works. I'm not into technology. I'm totally uninterested in it. I think it is just, well, here I am. You've either got me or you haven't. And Finn can hear me loud and clear, can't you, Finn?
Of course.
Finn, speak up.
Yes.
Finn, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
There we go. Finn can hear. Yes, Finn can hear. So, right. In which month did the Russian October Revolution take place? I will say it loudly. It was not May, and it wasn't October, and it wasn't September, and it was Bernadette who gets it with November. Well done to Bernadette. Question 13. Over how many days is an Olympic decathlon held? Anna Perkins is the winner with 2 days. Right. Question 14. On stage in Iowa, I'm shouting now, in 1982, Ozzy Osbourne bit the head off which type of creature? Lauren wins with bat. Lauren is the winner. Bat. His wife seems to be doing the rounds, doing lots of tours in recent days. Sharon is doing very well promoting themselves, and they have moved back to Buckinghamshire. I have to say, I think Sharon Osbourne is a lovely, delightful lady. I enjoy her company. Delightful lady. I don't know Mr. Osborne. I've never met him. Anyway, so question 15. The De Beers Group of companies controls more than 80% of the world's supply of what? Now, you've got to be really thick if you don't know the answer to this. Anna Perkins wins with diamonds. Well done, Anna Perkins. You were first finger first. Very clever of you. Right, question 16. I'm going to shout even louder. Which nuts are ground up to make marzipan? Scandrel wins. Scandrel, a new entrant, wins with almonds. Well done to Scandrel. So, question 17. While E. Coyote would obtain all his traps to try to catch the Roadrunner from which company? Marcia Toms wins with Acme. ACME. Other people have answered first by calling it acne, which was not the correct answer. So I cannot accept incorrect answers. Question 18. Charcoal, sulfur, and saltpetre are mixed to make which explosive? It's not beep beep. Pipfield wins with gunpowder. Well done to Pipfield, who gets the point. Pipfield, you are the winner, and you are the strongest link. Question 19, your penultimate question. In what sport was Chris Boardman, a neighbour of mine, an Olympic champion? I know full well who he was because I used to live next door to him. Right. The winner is Pipfield yet again with cycling. Well done to Pipfield. Right. Now you can have 2 guesses at the final question. 2 guesses are allowed, according to the quiz book. With which hand do British Army soldiers salute? The winner is Nicole with right. Left is permitted only if the right is incapacitated. So there we are. So there is a piece of new information to those of you that don't know that piece of particular British history. So let us find out who is the winner. Anna Perkins has been the winner. Lauren comes second, and I think that our little friend here, our little sidekick, he's probably third. Are you joining in?
Yes.
Say hello.
Hello, everybody.
There we are. So thank you to you all. We hope you've had a jolly evening. Finn is nearly sleeping, says Nicole. No, he's still wide awake at this moment. Pip and Marcia are third. Well, thank you to Harriet for her lovely involvement. And Finn is looking lovely, says Expialidocious. Expialidocious, Finn would love to meet you. Trevor says, don't have nightmares. Well, that's not for you to say. That's for me to say when I end this broadcast. Bernadette says, a lovely Sunday evening. Good night. Rose Badame says, happy birthday to Conrad. I'm not sure who Conrad is or where Conrad is, but Expialidocious would love to meet Finn.
Me too.
He would love to meet you. Paulie says Cilla Black is a nightmare. Well, unfortunately, she's no longer a nightmare because she's been dead for a number of years. So she can't be a nightmare anymore because, unfortunately, she can be a ghost, but she can't be anything else. So don't worry about Cilla. Cilla is polyfiller. Let's leave her at that. Did I go to Gainsborough? Why would I have gone to Gainsborough? I don't know what Gainsborough is. A friend of mine was the Earl of Gainsborough, but no. I don't know why I would have gone to Gainsborough. I don't know what that means. I'm terribly sorry, I don't understand that question. Cliff's a nightmare. He looks like a ghost. Yes, well, we don't like Cliff Richard. He's a truly awful, horrific piece of junk. The creepy Christian crooner is giving people nightmares. I totally agree. I think Cliff Richard is a truly awful person, and I hope never, ever, ever to see that monster ever again. Lynn says, thank you, Matthew, and thank you, Harriet. Good night. Well, thank you to you, Lynn. Geraldine would like some magnet cards. Now, this is where we're going to come to a serious topic involving Finn. Finn will be producing a series of cards. So we hope that you will be able to buy some of his cards, and we can send them to you in the post. So you'll be able to buy some pictures of the magnet drawn by Finn. He's going to have these cards printed tomorrow, and then we will be able to send you a pack of 5 for the cost of £10. I hope that this will all go to Finn. This will be a lovely thing for him, and it will be a lovely thing for you to have, so you can send to your friends, and you can send pictures from the magnets. That will be a lovely thing, and we would love for you to do that. Rose Badam says, I'll buy one. Please, can you mail it to the States? Yes, we will charge a price of £10 plus postage. So obviously postage to the Americas will cost whatever it costs to send it to America. So it may cost a little more than £10, but well, obviously £10 plus the postage. So you will be our first customer, Rose Badam. Finn has a customer for his pack of 5 cards. So then you can mail them out to whoever you want across the world, and you'll have cards from the magnet. And if necessary, I can sign the card also inside, whatever you would like. You tell me what you would like, and we can do it. Finn and I are quite capable and willing to fix it. Claudia would like Finn to draw a giraffe. Julie would like to send a fine Porto wine to the magnet. Well, truly, that's very kind of you. The magnet is in Broadstairs, and if you would like to send me some Porto wine, I would be very delighted to try it. Thank you very much for your kind offer. Paulie would like a handwritten letter. Well, if you'd like to have a postcard, then yes, if you wish to send me something to send to you, I can send you a handwritten letter. Yes, why not? Oh, Pipfield says that you have to draw me. Well, I don't think that would be very wild. I think that would be completely.
I'll send it to your fans.
Oh. Nicole would like a signed photograph. Oh. Conrad wants to send some of his birthday cake. Thank you, Conrad. I'm not really into sweet things, but thank you. That's very kind of you. All right. Now they'd like you to draw Cilla Black. No, well, I don't.
I'll draw Cilla Black.
She's dead.
Yeah, she's alive in everyone's hearts.
Rosebud says her name is Rosebud. Okay.
Nice to see you.
I don't need any more mini trailers. I've got plenty of those. Please send more gin. That's more useful at the moment. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Or a Rolex. Oh, you want to send me a Rolex? Would you? You'd like me to draw me jumping on Michael Barrymore's head? No, that's not a very nice thing to do. I don't like Michael Barrymore, but I do not wish to be violent to Michael Barrymore. That would be very deeply unpleasant. So no, that is not a pleasant thing to suggest. Thank you very much for your suggestion, but no, that's very unkind and not necessary. Harriet loved the cottage article. Yes, we did feature the cottage of a regular reader and some other cottages because our regular reader is trying to sell her cottage. So I hope that one of you will buy her cottage. So there you go. I hope that helps her along. Right, okay. What about goldfish? I've no idea what you're talking about. I don't know anything about goldfish. Nothing to do with me. You've been AWOL, okay. George Michael loved cottages. Well, he died in one, yes. I knew people who knew him, and I knew his family, and I had to go and have meetings in Highgate Cemetery with certain people about the whole situation. It was very unfortunate, yes. His death was tragic, poor man. That's all I shall say. I don't want to go any further into it. And then his poor sister died exactly a year later, so that was a terrible thing at all. And I have to say, he was a very talented singer. He was a very troubled man, and the man he was involved with, who was a complete lunatic, I don't know what the hell's happened to him, but he's probably in the mental asylum where he belongs. Anyway, I shan't say any more about him because there's no need. So I don't want to talk about that anymore. Thank you. Thanks very much for bringing up something I'd rather not think about. Finn is a wonderful person. My son is called Finn. It's the best name ever. Say Susie Ashenden. So Susie has a Finn as well. So what do you have to say to Susie Ashenden, Finn?
What type of Finn is he?
What type of Finn is he? Says Finn from Broadstairs.
Is it a Finbar?
Are you a Finbar or are you a Finnegan?
Is it a Finnegan? Is it Or is it just Finn?
Or is he just Finn? Julie says Finn is a very good friend. Susie Ashland says he's just called Finn.
He's just called Finn.
So anyway, Finn from Broadstairs says hello to your son, Susie Ashenden, and hello and cheers to him. So Finn is Finn, and your Finn is Finn, and Finn, let's begin. That's what I shall say. Angela says, a fish is Finn. How do we send payment for Finn's cards, says Marcia. Well, we will be bringing this up as soon as he's produced them, because I don't want these things to be delayed in arrival to you, because I don't want complaints. So he will arrange the production of these cards, and then we will arrange delivery. And you can buy 5 of them for £10 plus postage. So we're going to have to charge the postage, because obviously many of you are, weirdly, my following is mostly not even British. It's mostly international. So some of you are in Ireland, and some of you are in Australia, and some of you are in America. So obviously we have to charge the postage fee. So we'll have to add the postage. So we will tell you how you can pay, and maybe it will be very simple. We will find a way. It will be easy peasy. It will not cause you any trouble. But Claudia would like to know if Finn would like to do some private commissions. Yes, well, Finn is quite capable of doing some paintings and drawings. So, Claudia, I don't know where you are in the world, but if you could let us know, we could arrange for Finn to come and paint and draw your home, your person, whatever you wish to be drawn. I just want to help Finn expand his portfolio and get to work. So here we are. Nicole, please stop talking about me. You don't need to have a painting of me in my boxer shorts. That is utterly ridiculous.
Yeah, that's fun.
No. Helen Back asks, can trolls buy the cards? Well, Helen Back, are you a troll? Why would you ask such a silly question?
I do one of his boxer shorts with his drug addict neighbour.
Right. Can you copy a photo?
Yes.
Geraldine, he can copy a photo. Right. Helen Back says, I'm the troll. Well, why are you suggesting you're a troll? If you're a troll, why don't you bog? I don't like trolls, so please go away. And if you don't go away, we'll soon block you. So why don't you bog off, you pest? You're a rotten piece of rubbish if you are. So please. Well, why is she saying I'm the troll? Harriet, no. I don't like people who say such silly things. Nonsense, right? If you don't like it, I will block you in a moment. I've had enough. Trolls are just saddos, says Nicole. I agree with Nicole. This person is saying a load of old nonsense. What am I drinking? I'm having a whiskey right now. Lovely. Anyway, I don't need trolls, so please don't try and be clever and think you're funny when you're not. So she's joking with you. I see her a lot. She's never been a problem, says Harriet. Well, I don't see quite the joke. I think it's boring. I think it's just tedious. So please. Anyway, Helen, okay, you think it's a joke. So I think it's very boring. I think your joke's very dull. You're not actually clever. You're actually stupid. You're a stupid joke. It's just boring. Sorry, don't like it. Not impressed. You are the weakest link. Seriously. I'm entitled to my opinions on whatever I wish. I don't think you're funny. No. Sorry. Anyway, Helen, I haven't blocked you, so, you know, it seems that the other people here block people for no reason, and you got away with it. So you're in luck, love. Okay, fair enough. Terribly sorry. The noise, yes. No, Finn went upstairs to the bathroom. So. Do I believe in the Illuminati? No, I don't. No, I'm no interest in that load of old rubbish. Reruns of Bullseye are great. Yeah. No, unfortunately, Finn closed the door, and unfortunately, we're not meant to have the pipes making noise in the background. But I do apologise. But Finn had to go upstairs. That was where the noise came from that you're all moaning about. So, have I problems with the pipes? No, it's just the noise from the pipes when someone goes to the bathroom. I can't help the noise, but somebody went upstairs. So, as you know, there's only one other person in the building. So, right. Have I problems with the pipes? No, I haven't problems with the pipes. Right. So here we go. Do I have an idea who Jack the Ripper was? Do I look like the fucking Oracle? Do I look like the village guru? I don't think anyone will ever know who Jack the Ripper was. There is a crazy woman who I came across, Patricia Cornwell, and she spent £500,000 on painting because she thought that the painting was by a man who she thought was Jack the Ripper, and she tore it apart. And she proved zilch, zero, nout. She's a moron. It is impossible to know who Jack the Ripper is. Jack the Ripper could be any man, any number of people. We will never know. Stop going on about it. It is boring. We don't need to go on about Jack the Ripper. What about solving what happened to Madeleine McCann? What about Andrew Gosden? What about, other crimes that haven't been solved? Let's solve those crimes that can be solved. You're never going to solve who Jack the Ripper is, and does it actually matter? We are talking about a crime that occurred over a century ago. You are not going to improve anyone's life by solving this crime. Let's solve a crime where you can actually get justice for a family who deserve to have justice. That would be far more useful. Stop going on about stupid, idiotic criminal cases that don't matter. So, no, I'm not interested in Jack the Ripper. No. So don't come back at me with any more about Jack the Bloody Ripper. Not interested. Thank you. Next. Right. Anyway. Helen says I've frozen. Rose says I've not frozen. Well, there you go. Anyway, do I like smoking cigars? Yes, I do. Occasionally. I occasionally have a cigar. Lovely thing to do. Not planning on one this evening because I haven't got one in my presence, but I might get some from the Davidoff shop soon, so I'll have one then. Do I remember my conversation with Cher? Yes, of course I remember my conversation with Cher. She was the most lovely, delightful lady. I enjoyed Cher very much. We talked about English manners, and Cher is one of the most delightful people I've ever met. Absolutely fantastic lady. Have I thought about appearing on Grumpy Old Men? No, I haven't. You might think I'm a grumpy old man, Trevor, whoever you are. I'm perfectly happy, actually, myself, mate. So whoever you are, You can be as grumpy as you want. Am I putting up a Christmas tree? Not planning on it at the moment, no, but don't have to, do I? That's up to you if you want to do that. Right. Say hello to Zeno at Davidoff. Yes, hello to Zeno at Davidoff. I'll say hello to him if I see him, if he's in there. Yes. The staff of Davidoff in St. James's Street are lovely people. Corner of Jermyn Street, lovely, lovely people. My lovely friend Rupert Meacher, he used to work there as well. Absolutely fantastic. You think that Finn and I would be great on Gogglebox? Well, I was asked to go on the Gogglebox program, but it's not happened quite yet. We will see. Do I like watches? No, I don't. I'm not into watches. No. I did have a nice watch once, but I got robbed at knife point, so that was the end of watches. So no more watches for me. Right. Cher saved a lonely elephant. Well, I love elephants, as you know. Right. When will June reappear? June will be coming back on the channel shortly. Right. Okay. We've been nearly going 1.5 hours. If you're on Gogglebox, I'll watch it, says Claudia. Well, it's up to the people of Gogglebox if they wish to put me on, because they did try me out with lots of different people, but unfortunately the other people and I did not quite work out as a pairing quite yet, so we will see perhaps. Right. Nikki loves elephants too. Well, we all love elephants. Elephants are beautiful creatures. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, we're coming up to 1 hour and 21 minutes. It's been going a very long time here. And it's been wonderful to have the wonderful Finn. And Nav Singh has come in. Oh, hello, Nav from London, who says good morning. Well, I don't know what planet you're on, Nav Singh. You're obviously drunk or delusional. You must be on crack or cocaine if you're arriving saying it's this morning. Anyway, we love you very much, Nav, but it is not morning, it is evening. So perhaps you've been on bender. I don't know where you've been, but anyway. Claudia says hello to Nav, and Nav says hi, Matthew. Oh, well, very kind of you to say. But he's saying hello, and well, anyway, he's trying to join in. Anyway, Nav is a lovely person who used to be my minder and used to look after me long, long ago. And we used to go around, and we had all manner of escapades and dramas. So anyway, you all know of him from past thoughts. Anyway, Heidi says it sounds like Nav's had a good weekend. Anyway, Nav maybe been clubbing, says Trevor. Anyway, Trevor is quite a name. Yes, Harriet says, do I mean bodyguard? Nav says he was out till 7 a.m. this morning. Well, Nav, you're a very naughty boy, and you should go home and go to bed before your mother tells you off. So behave yourself, Nav. Naughty, naughty Nav. Anyway, Nicole says, I'll guard his body. Oh, that's very kind of you, Nicole. You're very devoted, whoever you may be. Gosh. Nav has been partying hard, says Nikki. Anyway. Right. Anyway, I'm going to leave you all to your own devices because your naughty flirtations. No, Finn, please sit down, Finn. Finn is getting scared of the whole situation.
I'm not scared. I'm just getting ready to
move.
Lost the groove.
Oh, well, anyway.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, you'd like to borrow the book? Oh, Finn would like to borrow the book about the remains of the day. Yes, well, Finn can borrow the book. Yes. Right. So, anyway, I shall be saying good night to you all, and good night and good gardening. Now this naughty Nav has appeared. I don't know what he's doing, joining in. Please don't forget to shut down the chat. Well, I closed the thing in the normal way I do. I cannot do it any other way. That is the only way of doing it all. So I've no idea how to close it down in a way that suits you all. But anyway, Finn will be going home soon, and I don't know. Nav is obviously just waking up. So naughty Nav. Anyway, pip pip, and good night to you all. As the late great Gildando would say, don't have nightmares. Take care and sleep well. All the best to all of you, and I say sleep well. Good night, pip pip, bye bye.